What's up, sports bettors? Heat Celtics. We are going through some last-minute player prop bets. Game is today, 8:30. Must-win game for the Miami Heat, and unfortunately, according to betting markets, doesn't look like it's very probable. So the Boston Celtics, if we look at every bet, every book on OddsJam, my gosh, there's so many. We're still on C, and just kind of scroll through, you can see most books have the Boston Celtics like minus 430, minus 425. So betting markets are implying that they're, roughly 77, 78% to win this game. So should be a fun one, but today I have a player prop bet. I have a mathematically profitable player prop. The return is 6.9%. We're getting a 6.9% profit margin on this player prop. Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. And if you look at his stats, he's averaging 7 assists last 10 games, versus Miami 5.7, 6.1, assists per game. Everything, right, is above 5.5. So this seems like a pretty incredible bet. Being able to get Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, plus 110. The historical stats look pretty good, and also it's the only book giving us plus money. Well, I guess FanDuel's giving us plus 100, but you can see most sports books have this minus 114 on, Bet Online, minus 110 DraftKings, plus 100 FanDuel, minus 120 on Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So you should put the most weight always on the betting market on Pinnacle. If you want to make money sports betting, they have this favored, minus 120 on the over. It's juiced towards the over, and we're getting plus money on this bet. So this is an incredible bet. The profit margin, again, is 6.9%. So this is a bet you want to bet big on. So if you look at the Kelly calculator, according to the Kelly calculator, 6.26% of your bankroll approximately should be wagered on this. So we'll go ahead, we'll lock it in for tonight. Marcus Smart, over 5. So I have some UFC bet. Caesars, I think it takes a bit to show up. Marcus Smart, over 5.5 assists. Incredible bet for tonight. The profit margin was 6.9%. We staked $750, which means $50 in EV, $50 in profit margin on our bet. Insane value in the odds. Marcus Smart, he passes the ball a lot of assists this season. So this is an incredible bet. You want to be on it. Only book giving you, above plus 100. Most books have this like minus 110. So I'm going to go ahead, add this bet to my bet tracker, and we locked it in. 6.9% profit margin, minus 120 on the sharpest sportsbook in the world, 31 cents in market width. The zero vig odds is minus 104. This is a bet you want to be all over, right? This bet should be winning over 50% of the time, and we are getting plus 110. That's pretty incredible. So again, on your bet tracker, you want to make sure you're tracking your bets. So if we go here, you can see you want to track your bets, right? You want to know when you're beating the closing line, when you are not beating the closing line. So I try to check at the end of every day and just make sure most of my bets are green, right? Most of my bets are getting better odds than the closing line. So I'm on the Tigers today, plus 153. The current line is plus 143. I'm on the Rockies, minus 1.5 on FanDuel. Plus 172, plus 155 is the current zero vig odds. If you want to make money sports betting, you got to get great odds. If you're betting on Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, minus 120 on PointsBet, when another book is giving you plus 110, you are screwed. You are not going to make money, right? It's not possible to win every bet as a sports bettor. It's not possible to win every day. But if you go 50 and 50, betting at plus 105 odds, for example, and you're staking 250, you'd be up $625 in profit. You go 50 and 50 at minus 105 odds, you'd be down $595, right? So you got to get incredible odds. And that's only a 10-cent difference, plus 105 versus minus 105. 10 cents, right? Caesar's giving us plus 110. That's like 30 cents of difference from other sports books. Insane bet. You should be all over it. Marcus Smart, over 5.5 assists. Tail this, and let's make some money tonight.